What I'm going to do today is just talk a little bit about my business. The way I've been trained as a Madam Corner graduate, so I do keep awake. Have a diploma as a beautician. So I've just decided a couple of years ago to open up a small business from home. Part of my facial is I do the skin analysis and we do the cleanse, tone, moisturise, which everybody does. This morning I'm just going to show you how I do hand scrub, which is part of my routine in my facial. So the water's not very hot out there, so I'm just going to add some warm water. So just any questions along the way, I'm happy to chat about that. This is just one of the add-ons from my facial. I do a skin analysis first off to see if everybody has allergies. Do you have any allergies to anything, Linda? No, all good. And then we do the facial at home, and it's a cleanse, tone, moisturise and a scrub. And I also put on a moisturising mask, and while the mask is almost setting and seeping into the skin, I do the hand scrub, which I'm going to do for Linda this morning. And then after that, I do a massage on the face because, as probably Felicity knows, once you do that massage and get that really good blood flow back to your skin, all the fresh blood comes back up into your skin and you have that lovely glow. And then I put a hot towel on your face and that relaxes everybody. And then the creams and moisturising mask that I've been using sort of sets into the skin. Then after that, I just give you a day cream to go home with, whether it's 42 degrees outside, we use a cream that has a bit of sunblock in it if you like it, and then off you go. So, Linda, I just might leave that little bracelet off, if that's okay. Any questions so far?
No, it sounds divine.
Okay.
Secret women's business.
No.
My goodness, I
Yes.
don't know anything about this.
Yeah, that's okay. And I also do male facials as well. Don't look away, male facials as well. So there's just an outline in my little brochure of the different facials that I do. I've got a brightening treatment, a 1 hour regeneration, nourishing treatment. Jocelyn comes along and she does a nice nourishing treatment. We do that sort of facial. If you have acne or any of those sorts of things that need extra treatment, we can do clay masks and different things. So everybody's skin is just so different. So that's where the skin analysis in the first 5 minutes is important. So one tip I will give you today, everybody, is to drink water. If you can drink as much water as you can throughout the day, and people may not be aware, but you will lose about 1 litre of water overnight just because your major organs are starting to reset and refresh themselves for the next day. So that's why you may wake up quite thirsty or with a headache. You do need that water. Well done, you. You do need that water.
But don't drink too much. If you're drinking more than 5 litres, there's got to be a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can actually drown yourself by drinking too much.
Okay, so thank you. So just pop your hand in. So this is sort of a bit rudimentary, but we're sort of doing the best we can today. As you know, as a beautician, I don't normally do PowerPoints. I haven't done PowerPoints for a very long time. They were usually for a minister at one stage. Okay, so I just wet the hand to start with, and then wet my notes, which is really helpful. So then I use this nice scrub. This scrub has apricot kernel oil in it, and you'll notice with a lot of the products that I use, as I said before, they're totally natural. A lot of products that are out on the market at the moment and that are quite inexpensive have little plastic bobules in them, and that's a technical term. This one doesn't. It has actual crushed apricot kernel pieces. Because that plastic that goes back into the environment is just terrible. So it ends up in fishes. Yeah, it ends up in fishes' tummies, and so that causes a lot of problems. Yeah. So then I just, while all the mask, pretend mask, cleanse, tone, moisturise. While all the mask is happening, I just do this little hand scrub for the client. How's it going?
You just do that all day.
And I have got water on my notes, so that's not great. One thing I think about doing the facials for my clients is it's just giving them a break. Just give them an hour for themselves. And if I come to them, you know, I can do it in their home. I have a couple of clients. One lady, her husband has Alzheimer's, so he's really quite mentally unwell, so she can't leave. So I go to her. And one thing that her husband does for me, he says he waits for me all morning, and then he puts the coffee on, and that's his little task. And he remembers how to do the coffee with the espresso machine. He doesn't remember much else. But so it means that lady can have an hour of her time to herself, and he might go out and wander in the garden. So that's the scrub done. So then I just dry off the hands. Do it, not just to pat dry, that's all. So I just put that one down there. And the next product I'm going to use is a body butter. I've been using body butters just this side of winter because everybody's skin has been just so dry.
Yeah, the hand sanitizer.
And it is the hand sanitizer, yeah. That's what I was going to say actually. Whoop, stay there. This is one of the reasons that I've been doing this a lot for my clients and using the body butter, as I said. This has got shea butter in it, apricot kernel oil. So it's quite moisturising. Yeah, yep. Yeah, the hand sanitizer is just wrecking everybody's hands and nails. I had, I think Jocelyn may remember, I had 9 weeks shutdown over COVID, so I learnt to see what else I could do in my business and diversify my business. So I was doing Facebook posts and things like that. But my clients were really good. Every month I'd go, you've used your cleanse, tone, moisturise, and they go, oh yeah, whatever. And, you know, get me to do the repair on that 1 hour that we had together. But in COVID, that 9 weeks I was shut down, they used everything. I had more sales during COVID than any other Christmas, Mother's Day, Father's Day, whatever. So everybody was using their products, absolutely big time.
Now, can you also explain, so I know there's a reason for this, when you got the body butter out, you actually used the palette knife instead of putting your fingers in?
Yeah.
There's a reason for that?
Yeah. Well, I've been COVID safe for about 5 years. I've been waiting for COVID. No, not really.
You were ready, weren't you?
I was ready. As an old EA and policy officer, I was always ready. Thank you for the question. The reason I use palette knives is because for sanitary reasons. So if as I said, I did a big party the other day, and I had 8 towels, 8 face washes, about 23 spatulas and all that sort of thing. So everybody had their own things and had their own. If you use that spatula, well, yeah, then Bonnie wouldn't use it. Another thing is products don't have a lot of preservatives in them. So if we were double dipping, then I'd open it next week and it'd probably be mouldy. So that's another reason.
The oils and particles on your fingers can contaminate the butters and lotions and all of that sort of thing. Even with your moisturisers, if you get them in the jars, putting your fingers in can actually, the oils off your fingers can contaminate your moisturiser, and then it won't work to 100% as to what it should. It won't do what it should do. And it can be quite dangerous because you can get the microorganisms in it that are actually harmful to your skin, so you're actually defeating the purpose.
Going okay with this?
Yeah.
Sorry,
I didn't mean to
No,
interrupt
not
you.
at all. Not at all. No, it's good comment. And I also use this method in getting the hand cream or the body butter, whichever we're up to, using that on the skin. And it all circulates back to the heart. That's the most important thing. And an easy way to remember how to put your hand cream on is, remember, if you're trying to put on a pair of gloves, so you put them on this way. Any further questions? What other things have I got in my notes?
No.
Skincare, as I said, is me time, so that's the important thing that I try and stress on people when they come to my place and have a facial. I'll just do your other hand. It can't be uneven. I've had young mums that have come to see me and they fall asleep within about half an hour.
I can turn around.
You can turn around? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, good. Thank you. So, then we'll do the other hand. Excuse Linda's back. That's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. She can't be uneven.
No,
Is that
I
all
was-
right?
I was going to wonder what happened to the other arm, but that's all
That
right.
might go into question time.
Yeah. So has anybody got any questions? Yeah, as I said, give yourself a break. That's the important part. Just come over. And I've had a couple of clients that have very, very busy jobs, high-level public service jobs. They come over. They come straight after work. They have a glass of bubbles, cheese and bickies, because I've got to do the responsible alcohol thing, and they fall asleep too. But yeah, it's time for them. Sorry, Bonnie, you had a question.
So what inspired you to, start your business?
To start my
Public
business?
Service to beautician.
Yeah. I did my training quite a while ago in Sydney. I was always passionate about skincare. I remember doing this to my nana's hands when I was about 6 or 7, just with old Pond's cream. I just sort of massaged her hands when she was quite sick. And it's just, I've just been so passionate about skincare. I really couldn't care less about cosmetics, but that's a necessary evil. So after I left the public service, I had my certificate up on the wall, and I thought, what am I going to do? I've been doing beautician work for girlfriends' weddings and things like that, so I decided to turn it into a more avid business and concentrate a lot more on the business side. Yeah. So, good question.
Make a comment.
Yeah.
The thing I like about Anne's facials is they're affordable. And I can have a facial every month. It just makes a difference. And, having a facial every month, your skin just improves.
Yeah.
And, it's rare to get a facial for under $100.
Yeah.
I'd go just for the hand wash.
And you get a nice little hand wash on the side.
And a cup of tea.
You go to a facial and a beautician,
Yeah.
they whack the face mask on and they're
Yeah.
gone for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is really important to keep the hygiene up, and I've been doing, as I said, I've been COVID ready for 5 years, but I've always had clean towels and boiling water and all those sorts of things. Nobody gets the same brush or any of that sort of stuff. So.
And how did the Carers ACT come about?
Carers ACT came about. I'm a carer for my 93-year-old mum.
Yes.
She's in Miranjani down at Western Creek. And I really needed some time out. I did an aromatherapy course over there with them. And I thought, this might just be a business opportunity. I left my brochure with the organiser of the courses.
Yes.
And in about 3 or 4 weeks' time, they were looking for something different in their courses for the coming month. And so that's what they gave me a call and said, was it possible to run a workshop? Yeah. I've also done a lot of workshops with the ACT government with the Office for Women, women returning to work. There was a gin and dairy project with re-employment for women going back to work, whether they were in their 60s like me or mums, they needed to reskill. So I was part of that workshop to help them do a really quick makeup and get themselves out the door. Yeah, and that dovetailed with the lady that was also with Janie, that was also doing some styling. So, black pants, nice jacket, might get you an interview. So,
Sure.
yeah. So, bit of a long answer, but yeah.
No, that's all right.
Yeah. So, the stuff with Carers ACT is still rolling through, which is great. Yeah, they booked me for the end of this month. So, yeah. Any other questions? Yeah.
One. Okay, so why do you use all natural products?
Because that's all I can use.
Yeah.
And if I can, I don't think I can expect my clients to use large chemical products if I'm not using it myself. If one of my suppliers brings out a new product, I test it on myself for 5 days before I would try it on a client. Like, let's say, a new eye cream or a new scrub or something like that. Because my skin is really, really sensitive, and I can only use the minimal amount of this sort of cream. I've been doing the Cleanse Tone Moisturise thing since I've been about 10 or 11, with all different ranges of products that were out. The products I'm using now are the ones that work best for me, and I think they work best for my clients. And I really don't want a whole lot of chemicals in my house. Yeah. And I'm actually doing a lot of repair to skincare from people that have used chemical-based products. Yeah, yeah.
So you've got to remember your skin, while it's a barrier, also absorbs.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at toxins, as in what you're using, then personal care products are quite on the list.
Yeah.
So what Anne does with her natural products is a good thing.
Yeah. Even simple things like deodorant or, aftershave for men. Men actually are the luckiest people in the world with their skin because mostly they shave every day. So that's your exfoliation done. Yeah. They don't necessarily moisturise their skin, but that's okay. That's why he's giving me the bell now to me. No questions. Okay, thank you everybody for listening. How's your hand?
Thank you, Anne.
Yeah,